Good morning traders and welcome to the daily call today, Friday the 9th of June, just ahead of a long weekend here locally in Australia. Before we get started, please understand that any advice in today's session is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration. Okay, so let's kick off with what's been a very busy session. In Australia, firstly, the trade surplus plunged 82%. Coming in at 555 million for May. Now the Aussie dollar did initially go down, but almost simultaneously in China, the trade figures showed exports were up 15.5%, imports up 22%, for a surplus of 281 billion. Although it was lower than the forecast, it was still seen as positive news. Net effect for the Aussie dollar was it was kind of neutralized by both sets of data. In Europe, we had the ECB announce that they're going to be slashing inflation forecasts for 2017 to 2019. As a consequence, the euro dropped as a result. Now, the interest rates did not change, but that was the major news that came from the conference. In the US, we had unemployment came in pretty close to the forecast as the US dollar had a bit of a steady day. Yesterday it was not the main focus of the markets. As we all know, the major focus of the markets yesterday was in the UK with the parliamentary elections. Now the polls are suggesting that Britain is preparing to face a hung parliament for only the fifth time in its political history. And the GBP as a result has basically plummeted 200 pips in minutes, creating a huge gap in the market. The GBP will continue to fluctuate until this is confirmed. We've already stated previously that anything but a clear victory for Prime Minister May would have adverse effects on the pounds. And this is exactly what's happening at the moment, so keep your eyes on this this morning as further developments happen. And if it is a hung parliament, it might take a couple of days, even weeks. If you all remember, we had a hung parliament in Australia a little while ago, which took some time to sort itself out. Okay, time for us to move onto the chart of the day. Now, consequently, yesterday's chart of the day, the EURUSD, which was also a trading challenge trade, has hit its first target. So I will try and make a separate tweet announcement on that one. So keep an eye on that. But today's chart of the day it's the Aussie Swiss. This is a trend-based trade. You can clearly see that we are in trend moving down. The Aussie Swiss has retraced and pulled back. It's created for us a really nice inside candle situation, which I'm highlighting for us there. So for those of you who like to trade trend with price action at the break of the inside candle, that would be the correct trigger for that trade. So there you have it. Today's chart of the day is the Aussie Swiss based on a daily time frame. Okay, let us take a look at what's happening in the session that is about to unfold, which is the last session of the week. We have at 6:30 this evening from the UK manufacturing production numbers. Now, well, amongst everything else that's happening in the UK, this may move the market a little bit, but it's really all dependent on these elections. At 10:30 tonight, we have from Canada employment change and the unemployment rate. That wraps up the major data events for the week, so make sure that you keep an eye on that. These times are in my local time, which is Australian Eastern Standard Time. As always, guys, please feel free to contact us if you do have any questions. Follow me on Twitter at ChatFX for trade setups and breaking news. Most importantly, have a fantastic trading day. Have a great long weekend. There will be no daily call on Monday. I am not working. The markets are open, but I will not be able to do a daily call or a masterclass session on Monday. So I'll speak to you next on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.